The automotive world has long defined itself by icons, and few carry the weight of the letters GTR. This channel explores the engineering, design, and strategic decisions that shape the cars we talk about today. That focus turns to the 2028 Nissan GT-R R37, the latest evolution of a nameplate that has spent decades refining the balance between accessible performance and technological depth. This is not a reinvention, it is the next measured step in a lineage that continues to adapt without abandoning its core identity. The GT-R has always occupied a specific position within the performance landscape. It delivers supercar level capability without the accompanying inaccessibility that defines many of its competitors. The R37 arrives at a moment when the automotive industry is navigating electrification mandates, tightening emission standards, and rapidly shifting consumer expectations around technology and connectivity. Nissan has chosen to retain the GT-R nameplate because it represents more than nostalgia. It represents a proven formula that continues to justify its existence through engineering substance rather than heritage alone. The R37 is designed to meet these modern demands while preserving the attributes that made the GT-R relevant in the first place. The exterior design of the R37 reflects a philosophy of purposeful evolution rather than dramatic departure. The front fascia retains the wide-planted stance that has become synonymous with the GT-R, but airflow management has been refined with functional intakes that serve brake cooling and aerodynamic stability. The roofline remains low, and the rear haunches are pronounced, reinforcing the all-wheel drive architecture. Beneath, lighting elements are sharper, utilizing adaptive LED arrays that improve visibility and contribute to the car's forward-leaning presence. The wheel design balances visual weight with brake clearance, and the overall proportions communicate intent without unnecessary aggression. There is continuity here with the R35 generation, but the R37 introduces cleaner surfacing and more integrated aerodynamic elements. The goal is not to shock, but to refine what already worked while meeting contemporary expectations for efficiency and stability at speed. At the core of the R37, a twin-turbocharged V6 engine paired with an electric motor system, creating a hybrid powertrain that delivers over 600 horsepower. This is not a fully electric pivot, but a strategic integration that allows for instant torque response at lower engine speeds while maintaining the high revving character that defines GT-R performance. The drivetrain remains all-wheel drive, managed by an advanced torque vectoring system that can shift power front to rear and side to side with greater precision than previous generations. The transmission is a dual-clutch unit with 8 forward gears, engineered for rapid shifts under load while remaining smooth during low-speed maneuvering. The chassis uses a combination of aluminum and high-strength steel, reducing weight in key areas without compromising rigidity. Suspension tuning leans toward performance, but adaptive dampers allow the R37 to soften its character when the road or the driver demands it. The performance figures matter, but what matters more is how the powertrain responds across varying conditions. Acceleration is linear, and relentless throttle mapping is immediate, and the hybrid system fills gaps in the torque curve that turbocharged engines traditionally struggle with. This is not a car that sacrifices usability for numbers. It is engineered to perform consistently, whether on a closed circuit or navigating traffic. Inside, the R37 reflects a shift toward digital integration without abandoning the driver-focused layout that has always defined the GT-R. The cockpit is oriented around the driver with a digital instrument cluster that provides real-time performance data, including boost pressure, torque distribution, and G-force readouts. The infotainment system is housed in a central touchscreen, offering navigation, connectivity, and vehicle settings management. Physical controls remain for climate and drive mode selection, acknowledging that tactile feedback still matters during spirited driving. Materials are a mix of synthetic suede, carbon fiber accents, and leather, chosen for durability and weight considerations rather than luxury appeal. The seats are heavily bolstered, offering support during lateral load while remaining comfortable enough for extended use. Driver assistance systems are present but configurable, allowing the driver to determine how much intervention is desired. The balance here is deliberate. The interior is not trying to compete with Grand Tourers in refinement. It is designed to support performance driving while offering the connectivity and convenience expected in a modern vehicle. Handling stability is managed through a combination of electronic and mechanical systems. The all-wheel drive system works in concert with an active rear differential and torque vectoring to maintain traction and reduce understeer. During corner entry, braking is handled by large carbon ceramic rotors paired with multi-piston calipers, offering repeatable stopping power under high thermal stress. Electronic stability control is present but can be adjusted or fully disabled depending on driver preference and skill level. The suspension, while firm, avoids harshness by using continuously variable damping that reads road conditions and adjusts in real time. In everyday driving, the R37 remains composed. Visibility is adequate, ride quality is tolerable, and the hybrid system allows for brief electric-only propulsion at low speeds, reducing noise and fuel consumption in urban environments. This is not a car that punishes the driver when performance is not being extracted. It simply waits, ready to respond when called upon. The GT-R R37 is built for a specific type of beer. It appeals to those who prioritize driving engagement over brand prestige, who value engineering transparency over exclusivity, and who want a performance car that does not require compromise in daily use. Seating is limited to 2 and cargo space is minimal, but these are expected trade-offs. The cabin offers enough room for longer journeys, and the hybrid powertrain improves fuel efficiency compared to the previous generation. This is not a weekend-only vehicle. It is designed to function as a primary car for someone who values performance but still requires practicality. The ownership experience assumes a driver who understands and appreciates the engineering beneath the surface rather than one seeking status or attention. The 2028 Nissan GT-R R37 continues a legacy defined by accessible high-performance, advanced all-wheel drive engineering, and a refusal to prioritize image over substance. It integrates hybrid technology without abandoning the visceral characteristics that made the GT-R a benchmark. The design is refined, the powertrain is more capable, and the interior acknowledges the digital age without losing its focus. This is the next stage of the GT-R story, built for a changing world, but rooted in the same principles that made the nameplate matter. If this breakdown was valuable, consider subscribing for more technical deep dives into the cars shaping the industry.